సార్ నేను స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను నేను అయితే వాళ్ళకి ఒక మాట చెప్తాను. One second, ma'am. Just I'm connecting it to YouTube now. It's going live on YouTube. 1 second, I'm connecting it now. Okay, we'll start, ma'am, within a second, right?
Okay. Sure.
Good morning, everyone. Respected our chief guest, CS Mona DHOKA ma'am, Sri Mona DHOKA ma'am, Honorable Chairperson Sri Prabhu Jagirdar sir, all our commerce HODs, our teaching staff, sub-staff, technical department, and my dear students, and all respected parents. Once again, a very good morning to everyone. So it's a great honor, ma'am, for me to introduce you and welcome our chief guest of this occasion, Mona ma'am. So today we are privileged to have an opportunity to listen to your extraordinary motivational class on this morning, ma'am. So on behalf of all the gathered students and all, so here I welcome you, ma'am, to this expert talk. It's a motivation to all our students so that they can plan and execute about their future in a right way. So people always encourages our students to excel in their academics and professionally as well. So every year students will have this expert talk and management invites the most experienced and the most knowledgeable and model personalities to give enlightenment, motivation to our students. In the previous years also many number of experts have come and addressed to all our students and staff. So not only the expert talks every year we do, but also we have our field visits to our many number of educational tours, educational trips and all. So the students are visiting, or commerce students are visiting and many number of industries and public sectors to know about the cost and management, production and resources. So People Tree College is providing ample of opportunities for our students along with their excellent academic results every year. So this pandemic can never stop the academic and curricular executions of People Tree PU College. We always tries to give the best to our students, ma'am. So I thank our beloved Prabhu sir once again. And now I request our commerce coordinator Nagbhushan Reddy sir to please speak and give introduction about the Mona ma'am, please.
Good morning, everyone. The respected Chairperson Prabhu sir, CEO Sucharita ma'am, Principal Malay sir, the chief guest for an today expert talk Mona DHOKA madam, Vice Principal Chandrasekhar sir, Academic Director Rajgopal sir, my dear colleagues, the IT department head Babu sir, parents, and my dear students. Chief guest and speaker of today's webinar is Mona DHOKA CS. I will welcome you all for the today's webinar on the topic Company Secretary. Today we have with us Mona DHOKA CS to enlighten our students how to clear CA and careers opportunities in CS. Not consuming your much time now, I will introduce our chief guest, Mona DHOKA. The CS Mona DHOKA, BBM, ACS. CS Mona completed company secretary in the year 2018. She pursued her articleship at Bangalore under as a PCS Nagarjuna Vijay post qualification. She continued working there as a qualified CS, and she specialized in a company law and FEMA compliance. She likes traveling and exploring new places. So thank you, madam. On behalf of an management, the principal, I welcome you for an today's webinar. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I request Mona ma'am, please start your presentation, ma'am. You can share your screen also.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, students. Hello, everyone. I thank you for such a warm introduction. I would like to take few moments of yours and appreciate to give me this opportunity to tell something about CS, to enlighten students, to help students to take wise decisions in their career path. Well, I would like to share the screen. Host disable participant screen sharing. Can you please enable it? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm unable to share the screen.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. You can start now, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So everyone knows that this is a very crucial point of time where you have to take a wise decisions, where you have to take the decisions which is really important for you. So I request all the students to sit at a place and think about it, what exactly you want to be called in down the lane 3 to 4 years. Like you want to be addressed yourself as CA or CS or CWA or LLB, anything that might be. Okay. So I would not take much of your time. Want to tell few sentences. Okay. So it is really important to understand each and every courses wherein you can decide what exactly you want to do, because the reason being this is each and every course has its own subjects, has its own skills, everything. Every student cannot do each and everything, right? So you need to understand the courses and you need to link those courses with your personal things, whether you can do it, whether you have those skills, whether you will be able to do it or not. So I understand from your faculty members that you already had a session on chartered accountancy course. So now let me tell you what exactly a company secretary course is, because I would tell you my experience. When I had joined the course, no one knew. Whenever I used to ask anyone what is CS, no one used to tell me what exactly it is. And by the time I completed my final, when I joined the articleship, then I understood, okay, this is what CS does. I don't want you to do that. You should know what exactly a CS does. So you need to decide things. Firstly, whether you have to take a professional course or not, that you need to decide. Because will the degree course sufficient? Is the degree course sufficient? Which I would probably tell no, because degree course teaches you only the theoretical knowledge. It doesn't teach you practical. It doesn't expertise you in one single field. What I believe is you need to expertise in a field and then go ahead. That's the reason we take up a professional course along with the degree course, right? So this is the advantage of taking a professional course. You have an intensive training, which is again into an academic period. You have an expertise knowledge, and then you have in-depth knowledge, right? So let us start with what exactly a CS does. Okay, who is a CS? First point. First point, CS, the role of a CS comes only into, it is restricted to companies. That's it. All the body corporates and all the companies. It doesn't, the part of a CS is not played under a partnership firm or a sole proprietor firm, right? Company secretary is a person who sits with big people, who sits with the top level management. I guess, you know, there are different levels of management in the company. The top level management, that is CEO, CFO, MD, it sits with all those people. It helps them to decide what to be done, what not to be done. Okay. And the next part of a CS, what is the important part of a CS? Role of a CS is, it takes care of all the compliances. One company, suppose, let me take an example of Reliance. One Reliance company will have to adhere with so many laws, right? Let me tell you, company law, labor laws, industrial laws. There are many laws in this. You will come across when you learn this subject a lot. Okay. So company ACS has to adhere with all the laws. It has to tell the board members that this is what you need to do, this is what it is, it has to be done. And board members do take the advice of a CS before taking any major decisions. Major decisions can be finance, major decisions can be investment, major decisions can be giving loan to anyone, taking loan from anyone, anything, right? But one simple point which I want to tell you, which I have listened from the people, that CS, if you read the name company secretary, when the word comes secretary, they think that, oh, it's a clerical job, or it's a secretarial job, or it's a personal secretary types. It's not like that. It's a company secretary with, they have a lot of responsibilities to be taken. And as per the law, company secretary is a key managerial person. And if you don't know the meaning of key managerial person, it is the one which has a lot of responsibilities on them, the one who takes care of the company a lot. And then company secretaries are also called, are not less than a lawyer. They are the corporate lawyers for the company, because they represent the company. Suppose any dispute happens, suppose anything happens, they represent the company on behalf of the company. Well, the lawyer also does that, but CS also does that, because the ICSI, the institute which takes care of the CS, has given this power so that they can represent before the quasi-judicial bodies. Quasi-judicial bodies means courts. It's not less than a court, right? And next, I hope you understand what exactly a CS does. CS helps from the incorporation till the death of the company. By death of the company, I mean winding up of the company, right? What exactly a CS does? It helps in giving birth to a company. Company is a legal entity, so that's what we need to incorporate it. There are many regulations, many forms to be filled in, many things to be done before you set up a company. Okay, so CS does all these things. If you see the screen, what is the role of a CS? You can see it helps in incorporating a company. And after incorporation, incorporation means setting up an entity, right? After incorporation, you come, or any business, let it be any business, it requires funds. It requires funds, how to go ahead with the business, right? So company secretary helps in arranging the funds. So by arranging the funds, I mean which part to be taken. You guys know, I hope you guys know that arranging the funds, there are many ways. You can give shares, you can give debentures, you can take loan, you can do and giving shares, how to give shares, in what part you have to give the shares. These all things. There are very small things, very big things which are decided and then taken care of. And as I rightly told you before, company secretary takes care of all the compliances. By compliances, I mean the legal compliances. I'll give you one simple example. There is a Reliance. I hope everyone knows what a Reliance company is. Reliance company. When the Reliance company has a board meeting, okay, so where the board meeting, as soon as the board meeting gets over, suppose the board meeting gets over by 11:30, within 15 minutes, in that short span of time, then the company have to intimate the stock exchanges. As it is a listed company has to intimate a stock exchange what is the outcome of the board meeting. So that's the reason it is very crucial to be very, it's very crucial to be very fast, quick, and taking all the decisions. You need to pre-plan each and everything, what exactly at what point you have to do this, at what point you do not have to do this, right? And company secretary are called as a compliance officer. I hope you know the reason why they are called as a compliance officer, because since start of my video I'm telling you that they comply with, they are responsible to comply with each and every laws and this in our India, right? And I also told you that they helped in decision making. Yes, they help a lot in decision making, because how they help in a decision making, I guess I told you, decision making. Suppose I want to take some funds, suppose I want to take some deposits, suppose I want to expand my business, how do I grow my business, each and everything. The board members sit together and then they decide what to be done, what not to be done, right? Okay. And then one simple thing what I want to tell you is it helps company secretaries also help in reducing the cost for a company. How they help in reduce? Because if you don't comply with any small thing, suppose the example which I gave for the stock exchanges, if you do not within 15 minutes, if you do not intimate the stock exchanges, then you have, it is a non-compliance for which there is a cost. The stock exchanges will ask you to pay the penalty for it. In order to, it helps in reducing the cost by complying with the things, because non-compliance cost is too huge. The penalty is heavy, right? And helps next, coming to the listed company again, investors. There are a lot of investors in the listed companies, because listed companies, and not each and every investors is happy with the company, right? They have a lot of grievances, they have a lot of complaints. So all those answers are to be provided by your CS. And finally, it's not what takes birth also dies, right? So if a company wants to end itself, if a company wants to remove itself from the name of the registrars, from it wants to just end up itself, then it has to wind up. And winding up has a process, which is a very huge process, and in that also a company secretary helps a lot. It actually helps, the company secretary itself do that thing. Okay. So this is who is a company secretary, what is a company secretary. Any basic course you take, you need to answer 4 questions. That is who, what, why, and how, right? So we have answered who is a company secretary, what is a company secretary, what does a company secretary do. Next, how a company secretary course to be done. This is very important for you guys, as you will be entering in, you will be completing your second year and entering into a different phase of life, which is very important. Very important. Here you need to decide what to be done, what not to be done, right? So if you're taking up a CS course, if you're taking up, what will you do? How will you do? Where exactly to go? What exactly to be done? So this is, here I will explain you what exactly. Please listen to this very carefully. Okay, how a company secretary course is to be done. I would like to tell you that CS course, the registrations, the subjects, each and everything is online. No paperwork required. Not even a single paperwork is required. Each and everything is online. Okay. So there are 3 levels which you need to pass in a CS. So coming to the CSEET, the arrow mark where I'm showing you, CSEET. This is a new in December 2020, the upcoming exams. This will be the first attempt where the students will be giving, because this has come up recently in 2019. It has come up recently. Previous to this, it was a foundation course. The first level to clear a CS is you need to clear the entrance exam. The entrance exam is called as CSEET, and then go to the executive, and then go to the professional. What exactly is CSEET? It is nothing but company secretary executive entrance executive test. Okay, company secretary executive entrance test. So it's very simple to clear this test, because it has only 4 subjects, which is which I have written on the side of the page, that is business communication, legal test, economic, and current affairs. Okay, it's and whole of the thing is whole of the thing is MCQs, no negative marking at all, and it's a computer based exams, just MCQs, no, nothing more than that. And each paper is of 50 marks. Hello. Each paper is of 50 marks except the last paper. The last paper, which is current affairs, here you need to give viva. There is 30 marks of viva and 20 marks of questions. Okay, why this viva is there? Viva, it is also a computer based. Here you need to, they will ask you some questions which you need to answer them, which is relevant to 30 marks. Why this viva is taken? Viva is taken because they want to check your skills. How do you communicate? How do you respond to the questions? Because this is very important. As a CS holds a topmost position in the companies, they are answerable to many things. They are answerable to government, they are answerable to board members, they are answerable to shareholders. The reason why viva exam is kept is the only reason is this, because they need to check whether you are actually qualified, whether you're actually you have that quality in you that you can take up the CS course. So please, before you take any decisions, help yourself to sit at a place and decide whether I want to do this or not. And coming to this exam, CSEET, when I had done my CS course long, like 3 to 4 years back, we didn't have any of these things. We just had foundation exam and then everything writing. We had MCQs, OMR exams was there, no negative marking, yes, but now the syllabus has totally changed, and I personally feel that it's a pretty good syllabus. It's a beautifully designed syllabus, the one which you need for in the practical life. Okay, so these are all the things. And moreover, one good news is that CSEET exams are held 4 times in a year. Yes, you heard me right. It's 4 times in a year. In every 3 quarters, you can give the exams, which I have mentioned. It's May, July, November, and January. And 1 month before, you need to register it. So if you suppose you clear your exam, your 12th exams by March, you can register by April 15th and then give your exams in the month of May. So you have to plan things now itself, whether you want to do it or not, because if you want to do it, you need to start your coaching now, you need to start your studies now, right? And then after clearing your exams, that is CSEET exam, which is very simple, you can do it. You need just 1 or 2 months of preparations and you can just do it, because your 12th, whatever subjects you read in your 12th, you almost have those things in CSEET exam, except few things, that is current affairs, presentation, communication skills and all. Next, let me go to, after clearing your CSEET exams, next comes executive and professional exams. Okay, once you clear your exams, you need to write executive exams. Executive exam, suppose you clear your CS exam in the month of May. Within 10 days, you get your result of CSEET exams. And within 10 days, once you get the result, you can apply for executive, and next 6 months, you can give the executive exams of executive exams. So I'm telling you, CS course, you will complete it within 3 to 4 years. That's it. Approximately 4 years it takes, and you are a CS there, and you will be addressed as a CS XYZ person, right? And next, from a CSEET exam till professional exam, you have 21 subjects. And believe me, these 21 subjects are nothing but the law subjects. It is purely law based. There are few subjects which comes from accountancy, because even that is required. So rest all, it's a purely law based exam. I will tell you what exactly the subjects are also. So I told you what exactly CSEET subjects are. Coming to executive, there are 2 modules. Each module has 4 papers. By module, I mean group. There are 2 groups. Each group has 4 papers, and there are 3 papers which are computer based. And for a good news being that these computer based exams, that is OMR based exams, they are the subjects are all the tax laws. Okay, let me take you to the subjects first. Yeah, can you see your executive program? Module 1, Module 2. The one which are marked yellow, which are highlighted, these are the OMR based exams. That is, you just need to tick. Yes, there are negative marking in this, but here you need to just tick because they are the tax, coming to, it's purely of accountancy, and accountancy does not have much role to be played in a CS course, but you need to have a knowledge of this. That's the reason it is a OMR based, which again you can if you're good at it, you can do it, and it's pretty easy. And moreover, another one thing which I would like to tell you is CS, generally people tell that if you are good at a practical knowledge, practical subject, then people do CA, and if you're good at a theoretical subject, then people do CS. And I would tell this is actually true, because when I was taking the course, I wanted to do something in theoretical knowledge, and then I did this. I end up taking up a CS course. I'll tell you in future, in upcoming time, what exactly how I took up this course. Okay. So this is the executive program's syllabus. Jurisprudence, introduction. I told you it's totally on law. Even the first subject is on law, company law, setting up of a business entity and closure, even that is a law, capital market, economic and business and commercial law. Each and everything, it is a law subject, executive. It's not hard to clear the executive exams. Okay, it's just that you need a proper skills. It's just that you need a proper skills and proper pre-planning of the study. Okay, so next comes to after clearing your executive exams. Before that, I want to tell you one single thing. Executive, ICSI has come up with a new structure telling that after clearing your CSEET exam and when you register for the executive exams, you need to do a one-day orientation program, which is again a web. It's on web. You need to do a one-day orientation program, which is again designed and provided by an ICSI website. Okay, it is available in the ICSI website. That is mandatory. And then each and every paper before the exams are conducted, pre-examination test is happened, which will help you in actually. Hello.
Yes, please continue.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. No problem. Continue, ma'am.
Yeah.
Share your screen, please.
Okay, thank you. Is the screen on?
Yeah, screen is on. Slide is not completely visible, ma'am. Please make it full screen, ma'am. Enlarge it.
Okay. So where I was telling you that these are the courses and these are the subjects. So after clearing your before clearing your executive exam, before giving your executive exams, you need to do one-day orientation program, which is again on web-based, and you need to clear a pre-examination test, which is again whole of the papers. All the 8 papers will be of an OMR based, which is a computer-based exam, and you need to gain at least 40 marks in it. At least from 100 marks you need to get 40 marks, only then you can appear in the main examinations. And even this pre-examination test, it has come up recently, that is in 2019 itself. It's a new thing for for everyone, even for me it's a new thing. And then coming to executive program, after executive program, after clearing it, you have to do compulsory 2 years of articleship. 2 years of articleship to training under, you can go to listed entities, you can go to companies, you can go to PCS firm, anywhere. Okay, you need to compulsorily mandatorily do 2 years of articleship. And after, along with the articleship, you can study for your professional exam, because as soon as you give your articleship, as soon as you complete your articleship of 2, but professional program, you need to be very thorough with it, because it does not have any OMR questions. It does not have any computer based examination. All you need to do is, it's all written, handwritten, and it's even the tax laws, even I told you we don't have much of it. CS course does not have much to do with the law, tax laws and all, but then even this is important to take the decisions. I told you CS are required to take a strategic decisions. In that case, you need to study what exactly the laws are, how it is taken up. Okay, but one good point within the professional program is module 1, module 2, module 3. There are three modules with each module having 3 subjects. You can give all simultaneously, you can give one by one, it's your wish. But I would suggest please give all the groups together so that you can clear your CS course within 4 years or within 4 years. Okay. Coming to the module 3 exam of professional program, here the 2 papers are elective. It's not elective. One paper is open book exam and the other paper is also open book exam, but it is an elective paper. If you see the 9th point, let me zoom a little bit. Yeah, if you see this 9th point, elective 1 paper out of below 8 papers. There are 8 papers below. In these 8, you can select any one exam, any one paper, and you can give the exams. By open book exam, I mean you can take how many books you want to take with you and see the questions, see the answers, and just write it. But believe me, it's tough than the giving non-open book exam, because here you need to know where exactly is the answer, what exactly they are asking. Because in the in the 8th paper, multidisciplinary case studies, they will give you a case study which will be of some 60 marks, 70 marks altogether, having some 4 questions of 10 marks. And then you need to see the books, what exactly to be written, how to be written, and which book to be referred. It's really it's not that easy. So multidisciplinary case studies and 8 papers, you need to select one. And in coming to the selection of one paper here, when you decide what you want to do, in the coming slides, I'll show you what is the scope of a CS by which you can decide which paper exactly you want to take, where you want to specialize yourself. Okay, so there are two papers, open book and executive has 3 OMAT. These are the important things which I wanted to tell you. And next, coming to the slide again. So once in a year, but coming to professional and executive, they are held only 2 times in a year, which is June and December. And the dates are June first week and December ending. And you will get your results by June exam, you get it on August 25th, and December exam, you get it on February 24th. These are the dates which are unchanged, which will never change for results. Okay. And I told you 1-day orientation program, pre-examination test, and this CS course, anyone can do it, any stream, see commerce student, science student, art student, anything they do. Why I tell science students and art student? Because in the CS EET, they teach you everything. They teach you what you learn in 2 years of your commerce life, they teach you in the CS EET exams for the science students and art students, right? Then the complete fees. I'm sorry, but here this is the complete fees for your exam. Total fees for complete course. Total fees, I mean from the start, that is CS EET till you get your membership. Because because after your training, you need to do 2 to 3 academic trainings, which is again a cost. So you need to pay to the institute and then do these courses, which are mandatory, which are required to be done. So from your CS EET exam till your membership, till you get your membership, you need to, this is the cost which you will incur. Okay. And then coming up, I had done coaching. I would recommend you to do the coaching for this CS course, for mainly at least for a few subjects. And one good news is the video lectures is available online. You can sit at home and do it, do your course very smoothly, very easily. And there are some people who do not believe in sitting at a place and taking a webinar online classes. But now due to Corona, I think it's very comfortable for you to sit at a place and decide and read at your home, practice at your home at your own convenient time. And another good news for the Ballari students are the CS examination center is there in Ballari. During my time, I used to travel to Bangalore for the exam purpose, and I used to write the exam, stay there for some 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and complete the exams and give. But here from December attempt, that is the from upcoming ensuing attempt, the Ballari Center, it has the examination center, so you need not go anywhere. You can sit at your home, you can sit at Ballari and complete your CS course very smoothly. Okay, so next come after your professional, after you complete your course, you have three you need to do the internship program, which I told you. After you clear your executive, you need to do my compulsorily internship program of 2 years. This internship program, your training you can do under a listed entity, under a practicing firm. These are the two options available where you can do this. And one thing what I want to tell, what I learned from my training is, if you give your 100% in learning, you will help yourself in future to explore, to gain knowledge. Because the training period, no one can tell you anything because you're in the learning stage. No one can tell you you have done this mistake, you have done this thing wrong, because a single mistake of yours is a cost to a company. So here you need to give your 100%. You, whatever your boss or your trainer is teaching you, try to take and try to also learn more from it. Why is this? Also, I always have a question: why am I doing this? Why am I filling this form? Why am I intimating this? Always try to answer the question question this why to your trainer, which will help you taking better decisions. If at all you want to have your own clientele, if you want to practice yourself, right? And after, within this internship period of 2 years, you need to complete 15 days of academic program. This 15 days of academic program is divided into 4 parts, which is 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and 5 days. Okay, so these are 4 parts. The institute, ICSI institute, which Ballari don't have this institute, but Bangalore has, and nearby Bangalore has it, Hubli has it. So they conduct this program. It is conducted and designed by ICSI itself. And I have written these 3 because these are the mandatory things to be done. 2 days of induction program, 3 days of program, 5 days of program, and 5 days of program. This one you need to clear it before the professional exams. Okay, within this 2 years of span, along with the internship, you need to do this 15 days of program. And then comes, after you clear your professional programs, once you are passed in the professional programs, once you have completed your internship, then you need to do this MSOP program, which is again of 15 days at a stretch. 15 days at a stretch, continuous. This program is held by the institute, and this program is really important because you by the time you enter into this program, you will know what exactly a CS is, what exactly a CS does, and what are the scope. This program will help. It is purely designed to help you in communicate in the organization, to build your skills, as it is rightly mentioned, management skills orientation program. It will help you communicate your skills, communicate and build up your skills, so that so that you can do what is best for the organization. And see, when an institute designs any course, they think of each and everything. They think that you should be capable. You should, when you step out of a CS institute taking your membership certificate, they want you to be a well-versed with each and everything, with the knowledge, with theoretical knowledge, with practical knowledge, with different skills, everything. That's the reason it is designed in such a way. You take up any professional course, all are designed in such a way that you give something to the society, something to the organization which they are in need of. And That's the reason these trainings are done. So MSOP is a 15 days program. And once you clear the MSOP, once you get the certificate of MSOP, you can then apply for a membership. And once you get the membership, you will be called as an CSXYZ person. And yes, after 5 years, up to 5 years from the date of membership, till 5 years, you will be called as an ACS, that is Associate Company Secretary. And after 5 years, you can take a fellow membership, that is FCS. That's the reason my name still tells that I'm ACS, because I've just completed. It's been an year I have taken a membership number. Right, so this is the practical training part. And yes, in the training part, in the internship part, you will be obviously paid, your stipend will be there. And coming to the stipend, yes, CS gives you a very good stipend. It starts with now ICSI has given a standard fees that is from 4,000, minimum 4,000. But the organizations, the PCS firms, they give you at least 8, 9, 10, and some. One of my friend works in a listed entity as an intern, and she is being paid 15 to 17,000. You can see even the internship stipend are also very huge. Okay, so next, coming to the practical training, it's done. This is a very beautiful concept which is given by ICSI. Suppose you clear your executive exam, you're qualified in your executive exam, you have completed your training, but you are yet to pass your professional exam, right? You won't be called as a CS. No, in your resume or in your CV, you cannot write as a CSXYZ person. So that's the reason, in order that you get employment in the organization, in order they recognize you, the ICSI has come up with this certificate, that is Secretarial Executive Certificate, wherein once you clear your executive, once you complete your practical training, and you can take this certificate, and this certificate can be shown to organization, it can be attached with your resume, so that the organizations, the companies, the one who are hiring you are they have a confidence that yes, you are a semi-qualified person, that you are a semi-qualified person, and they can hire you as a semi-qualified person, and you can do the CS work. It is not mandatory, it is not correct, or it is not right for me to tell that a qualified professionals have more knowledge or than semi-qualified. It's not like that. Semi-qualified also has knowledge. There are some people who are good at practical thing, but they are not good at writing, they are not good at clearing exams. There are some people, I have seen many people who are unable to clear the exam, but the knowledge which they have, it's more than a qualified person. So that's the reason this certificate, it's really helpful for you to get the jobs. You will be called as a semi-qualified professional, and you can take up the jobs. Okay, so next comes what exactly you can do in CS. What are the opportunities available for you in company secretary course? Company secretary course, in any professional course, I would tell there are only three opportunities what you can do. That is, you can practice by yourself, you can take up an employment, you can work under someone, or you can give a consultancy, employment, and self-practice. Let me tell you what exactly self-practice is. Self-practice, how do you start a self-practice? So once you complete your internship, I would suggest take 2 to 3 years of experience, build your network, build your clientele, and then you start your practice, because the practice, it's purely based on the network which you create during your training, during your experience time. Because once you think that you want to do a training, you want to do a self practice, then you need to think that it's not that easy. It's as good as setting up a business. That isn't easy. It's just that here, whatever you do in your training, how you behave in your training, how you take up clients in your training, that is really important, because that will help you in building your clientele. Building your clientele, I mean the client base. How many number of companies are, for whom are you working? Okay. And coming to the earning part, how does it give you, how does the revenue come from here? Coming to earning part, it is purely how the services which you render to the company, the quality of services which you render to the company, and help, how much are you helpful to a company? Because there are people who can just fill in the forms and just upload the form. That is not like that. When you fill in the form, you have to see whether what am I filling, is it right? It's not that whatever management gives, you just blindly believe them and you can just fill in the forms and upload it. It's not like that. You need to be confident. You need to see that everything is in place. Okay. And then in the self practice, you are not restricted to one single thing. Suppose you are good at a company law, good at FEMA, you're not restricted that you will do only these things. There are people who will come to you, who will ask you that they want this work, they want this work, they want this work. You can do n number of work. You have lot of growth, lot of diversification in the self practice. And one point in self practice, what I can tell you is, just like company audit, just like tax audit, just like audit, even a company secretary has to do a secretarial audit of a companies with there is a limit. After when a company crosses this much of turnover, this much of paid up capital, then a company has to do a audit of the companies are required to appoint a company secretary who is in practice, and they are required to take this secretarial, or they are required to conduct this audit and give them a certificate. Okay, this secretarial audit, it is done every year. So this secretarial audit can be done only by a company secretary who is in practice and not in employment, right? So this is the perks of being in the practicing field. Coming to employment. Employment, here also I see a company law. Company law has provided you with one mandatory thing, that is every company is required to appoint a company secretary whose paid up capital is more than 10 crores. By paid up capital, I mean the investment. Investment is more than 10 crores. They are required to appoint a company secretary. Previously, it was 5 crores, but now it has been changed to 10 crores. So they are as good as employee of an organization, but they are at the topmost level. They are the KMP. I told you, they sit with the top level management. They are the KMP of the company. And coming to packages, salary point, average packages is 6 to 9 lakhs. But I want to tell you something on this salary point is, salary is not it is not fixed. It is not decided by, it cannot be just randomly told that this much is the average package or this much is the thing. Salary purely depends on the knowledge you have, on the work you give, on the assistance which you provide to the company, and on the hard work you do for a company, right? So there are organizations, there are company secretaries who are being paid in crores together. That is because of their experience and because of their knowledge. So that's the reason this average package, what I'm telling you, 6 to 9 lakhs, it is the starting when you just step into the corporate world, step as a CS in the organization. This is the average salary you may get from the organizations. And when you take up this employment, it's real. If you, along with the CS, if you do a law LLB course, that will put weightage to your resume, because as I told you, CS is not less than a lawyer. They are the corporate lawyers. So when you have a knowledge of a law as well as company secretary, you yourself know that provides you a great weightage in your resume. Okay, so next comes, after employment, you have the third option, that is consultancy. Consultancy, this thing, what I can tell you on consultancy is, once you self-practice, along with the self-practice, you gain a lot of experience, you gain a lot of knowledge, and then you can start your consultancy. You can, along with the practice, you can give consultancy as well. Consultancy can be given only in the area where you expertise. Suppose if you expertise in company law, you can give your consultancy here. Okay, so in the area you expertise, so what are the areas you can expertise? We'll see in the next slide what exactly you can do. Okay, so these are the opportunities which you can take up, which you can think on. And suppose if you want to you take up the CS course, during the training program itself you need to decide what exactly you want to do in the future. Whether you want to self practice, whether you want to take up employment. In these are the two main options which will help you in the training. Because if you want to self practice, your training you should be done in that way, and if you want to employ yourself somewhere, then your training should be done in that way, because they are two different things. Okay, next comes the scope in CS. When I was telling you on consultancy, what exactly in the area you expertise, right? So these are the scopes here. These are the scopes wherein you can choose one area, you can choose one thing and expertise yourself in it. Scope in a CS means after completing your company secretary course, what exactly you can do, in which area you can expertise yourself. Coming to first point, that is corporate lawyer. Corporate lawyer, it's CS plus LLB. If you do a CS course, and along with that, if you do a LLB course, you can be a corporate lawyer. Corporate lawyer does it represents the company before the quasi-judicial bodies. See, anything that comes up, any disputes comes up with the company, it does not go to High Court or Supreme Court. It goes to NCLT. NCLT is designed purely for companies to take up the cases like this, cases of companies, so that the case which everyone knows, the cases which goes with High Court, Supreme Court, how long it takes. That's the reason the central government has set up an NCLT wherein companies can easily and fastly they can win over the cases. So corporate lawyers are one thing, and next what you can become is insolvency professional or a liquidator. What exactly is an insolvency professional? In the second slide of mine, I had told you that company secretary helps in winding up, helps in the death of the company, right? So how do this death take place? That's nothing but a liquidator. Liquidator helps in doing it. CS, after doing your CS, you can take up this IBC course. IBC course is nothing but insolvency bankruptcy course, which will help you in gaining knowledge on how exactly this winding up is taken place. Insolvency, you can be an insolvency professional, and they are also called as a liquidator. Okay, so insolvency professional work is what exactly an insolvency professional do. Insolvency professional, once a company decides that it wants to wind up, then there are many investments are there in it, many creditors will be there in it, many loans will be taken by the company. You just cannot one night you can think that I want to shut this company and you can shut it. That does not happen, because there are people's money is in that company. You cannot just take away the people's money and move. That's the reason an insolvency professional is appointed, who will, because it's a third party, whatever he decides, he will decide for good of both company as well as creditors. That's the reason they are appointed, and they will decide what exactly, how much to be given to creditor, how much to be given to the shareholders, right? So they decide, and the wise decision is taken by them, because the third party will never be a gain to someone or lose to someone. They are in neutral. Okay, so next comes an registered valuer. Registered valuer course has come up recently, which is in 2018. 2018 it has come up, wherein registered valuer, it's nothing but a valuation course. How to do the valuation of any company, valuation of shares, valuation of debentures. This valuation course, it's purely on numbers. It's purely on numbers, and any professional profession, I mean CA, CS, CWA, these three, anyone can do this course and become a registered valuer. Now, in few of the laws in company law or FEMA law, there is a point wherein the regulators, by regulators I mean RBI and MCA. MCA is a central government body which handles the companies, which they tell, right? Supreme Court, High Court, Low Court, in the same way. It's MCA, then comes within MCA there comes different ROCs. ROCs are nothing but registrar of companies, which every state has one ROC, and then comes the company. Okay, so MCA are the topmost. They takes care of the company, whether company is in compliance or not. So by regulator I mean the RBI and company law. They have told in the law, it's mentioned in the law that the valuation what you take up, it cannot be from a CA or it cannot be from any person. It has to be from a registered valuer, because when they have taken up when they become a registered valuer, they know how exactly to value a company, because valuation of a company is most important in anywhere. If you want to, if you think of buying any company, how will you buy that company unless and until you don't have a proper valuation? If you get a wrong valuation, and if you suppose you get 10 let me tell you in small numbers, suppose you get 10 rupees of valuation, and the company is not even worth of 2 rupees, then there you have a loss. That's the reason registered valuer post also has a great significant importance in any organization. Okay, so next comes banking sector. Yes, company secretary is, I told you, they're restricted to only companies and body corporates. And here comes banking sectors also, because banks are also, some banks are private, are into private sector, some are private public sector, some are companies. That's the reason a CS can also be hired himself in the banks. You can do an advanced diploma course in banking and finance, and along with the CS, and then you can take up, you can hire yourself in any bank and do the work. I want to tell you one thing here is the CS course, the normal companies and banking companies. There are two different things, because the regulations, the rules which are applicable for banks are not applicable for companies. So the company law teaches you each and everything, what is applicable for whom and what is not applicable for whom. So that is how you need to decide. If you want to go into a banking sector, you need to decide before itself, and in your articleship, in your training period, you need to it's better you take your training in any banks, so that it will help you in future. Okay, these are the decisions, these are the laws applicable for bank, because banking sector is again a huge, very big industry in itself. So these are the scopes, and take up any of these courses and expertise yourself in it and start your consultancy. Even that is one of the options for a CS. Okay, so it's been we know who is a CS, we know what is a C, what does a CS do, and we know how a CS has to, how do you get a membership for a CS. But keeping all of these aside, you need to have these 5 skills which are really important, because company secretary, it has to have these skills so that you are called as a good company secretary. The people want to hire you. You need to have these skills. Why are these communication skills taken? I told you the Viva, what we take, the 30 marks of Viva, which is of 15 minutes. They see your communication skills. Why they see your communication skills? Since they are at the top level management, you need to communicate with you need to answer to the regulator, you're answerable to the government, you're answerable to shareholders, you're answerable to board members. So you need to know what exactly to communicate, you need to know what exactly to tell, because it's not that each and everything you can just disclose and you can just tell it. There are crucial things which are not supposed to disclose. So you need to know what to communicate, what not to communicate, and how to communicate. Okay, so next comes the management skills. Management skills, why you need to have this management skills is, when you sit at the top level, you need to management is purely on coordination. You need to coordinate with different people, because you need to coordinate with low level management, with middle level management, with top level management, with government departments, everything. You need to coordinate with them. You will see there a company has different departments. Each department will come up telling you that I want this, I want this, I want this approval from the board, I want to do this and all. So you need to coordinate things in very smoothly in such a way that each thing is in place. That's the reason your managing skills are important. And coming to drafting skills, when you hear the word drafting, it always lawyers who struck your mind. I told you, company secretaries are the corporate lawyers. So you need to know how to draft a petition, how to draft anything. Drafting skills even comes in a small board meeting as well. When a board meeting is conducted, okay, let me tell you one example. Company has to conduct four board meetings every year. When a board meeting is conducted, whatever you talk in the board meeting, each and everything is required to be recorded in hand, recorded in writing, each and everything. So that's the reason your drafting skills are important, so that you know what exactly to be written, how to be written. Okay. So next comes the leadership skills. When you need management skills, you also need a leadership skills, because you will be a leader. You need to coordinate and communicate with different departments, with different people, with consultancy firms, with the low level management, with employees, with comments, everything. And next, coming to networking skill. Networking skills is really important for those who want to start up their own practice, because networking skills, once you build your network, only then you can get your client, only then you can get work, and only then your purpose of being a company secretary in practice will suffice. That's the reason networking skill is really important, and this networking skill can be built up even from today, even from now, because it's not that only CS required a networking skill. Networking skill is required in each and every profession. So these 5 skills which I am telling you, it is required in each and every profession. Even if you don't want to take up a CS course, even if you don't want to do this course, these skills are necessary in any of the profession, right? And next come, why should you take up this course? What are the perks of being a company secretary, right? So same thing applies to each and every professional program, each and every professional course, that it is a continuous learning. It's not that I complete my CS course today and then I'm stopped with it. I do not touch the books. I do not read what exactly is going, because every year, every 6 months, you have so many amendments taking place, so many updates, that you have to be well versed with it. You have to have knowledge of it, because if you're not updated, you cannot do anything in CS. They tell what is the asset for a CS, what is an asset for a professional course, any CA, CS, CWA, anything. What is an asset? The asset is knowledge. That's it. And then obviously you have perks in a corporate world. You play major decisions. You have a great role to be played in an organizations, and knowledge is important, because whatever knowledge you have, that will help you in providing opinion. And when you provide your opinion, if it's great opinion, people will take up, people would want, yes, whenever they have some dispute or some query, who will strike in their mind is you. That's the reason the knowledge is very important, and updation of knowledge is very important. And previously I told you there are huge opportunities in CS. And then ICSI Institute has given great perks of being a member of that institution. Like it gives insurance facility, it gives financial assistance facility, and it provides you with some. It has come up with new thing recently, a month back, that credit card is given to you so that you can spend with some bonus points and all. That's the reason why I would suggest that company secretary course can be taken up for those who want to do something good for a society, something good for the organization, and who thinks that who has that capability of doing it. Okay, so this is how we have answered what, why, how, and when. Next comes this is how I end my program, by telling you giving you one simple thought. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. That's the reason. Start thinking on what you want to do, and start thinking on what you want to call yourself in future. So that please, I would request you, please take a wise decision in this. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, is that finished, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, shall I stop screen sharing, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, fine. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your valuable speech and motivation. Here, we are very much thankful to you. Your motivation, the way how the course goes on, and all the details what you have given to our children has given a lot of awareness. And our children, all the students or the parents who are watching, observing us, and they are almost all, they have got some awareness. I think you have ignited their minds to choose the CS as a future career option, which even last time also we have an extraordinary webinar by Akshita Doka ma'am. So
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
She's my sister.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Both of you, really hats off to you, both of you, ma'am. So thank you so much for your for spending your valuable time with us. So I request our Prashant sir to please unmute yourself and please give vote of thanks to ma'am.
Really, it was a wonderful session, which complained of that is the CS, that is a company secretary. So this was a first that is a session which was a webinar was been conducted by our college, People Tree College, on this topic, that is a secretary. So last we had about company that is chartered accountant. So today we had a particular seminar of secretary, and really we come to know. I hope that our students have got benefited by the session, and I would like to thank Mona Doka ma'am for giving us all the of that is a company sales from the registration process till the examination till the examination process, as well as the registration of a particular company secretary, and as well as the career opportunities that are being available in the particular that is a corporate world. So I hope that all the students will got inspired, and we would see more CS that is contributing, coming up, contributing to our society, to our nation, and doing good and achieving their success, heights of success. So on behalf of the People Tree View College management, students, staff, and as well as parents, I'd like to thank CS Mona Doka ma'am for spending their valuable time, and I hope that this particular thing will really inspire us, and us as well as for the students for future, for shaping up of their career. And at last but the least, I would like to thank our management, Sri Prabhuraj Jagirdar sir, CEO Charita ma'am, as well as our principal Malaya sir, Vice Principal B.R. Chandrasekhar sir, then our coordinator, Nagur, our academic director, Rajgopal sir, as well as the IT department head, Babu sir. Without their cooperation, this webinar could not be a successful one. So I would like to thank everyone for giving this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, I've forgotten that our students have got some doubts, ma'am. So before that, before vote of thanks, we should have done it actually. So I request my students to please unmute yourself and you can ask your questions, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pushpika Baldava. I'm from 12th Commerce Pupilry. I've actually had a few questions in my mind. I would like to ask the expert. So, is it better to do BCom with CS or BBA?
BBA with CS, because the BBA course has the subjects which are a little bit similar, so it will be easy for you. It goes BCom and CS, CA, and it goes BBA and CS.
Okay. And are Indian CAs like Indian CS? Can they work in the foreign countries?
There are few countries wherein you also has its place in Singapore, so you can work there also.
Okay, and like as you said that there are like three opportunities, like either self-practice or employment or consultancy. So can we do two at a time? Like can we do like the employment also and also self-practice at the same time?
No. That's not possible. If
Okay.
you practice, you cannot, because if you practice, you give your 100% there, right?
Yeah.
How will you do?
No, like
Employment
half
is
time.
no, that's not allowed.
Okay. Yeah, that's it, ma'am. Thank you so much for your answers.
Yeah, next one you can ask, ma. The next student.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Sanchita Jain from Commerce Department. So my first question is, can I start if I'm a CS, so can I start a personal business other than CS, like any trading business with my name, or is it not allowed?
No, that is allowed. That's not a problem.
And what courses can a CA do according to client's requirement? Like as you said, LLB, and what are the other such courses?
I told you all the courses. When you see the scope in CS, the page, it's IBC. These all are the courses. IBC, registered valuer, and LLB. All these courses you can do, which will help you in building yourself, which will help the client also. They need not go to lawyer and ask some question. They can just come to you and you can provide you all the answers. You can do CA and CS also.
So after completing CS, is it easy to do CA or it's a bit tough?
Both are two different things. So once you complete your CA, I would tell CA is much tougher than CS. So once you complete CA, it will be kind of easy for you to complete CS also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next one you can ask, ma.
Hello, good morning, teachers, and good morning, ma'am. Actually, I have some queries and I wanted to ask you. Can we complete a degree and can we start the CA course, or like while the CS course is going on, can we write the exams of degree?
Yeah, you can do both the things simultaneously. That's how even I had done. In the BBM first year, you can start up your CS course. Both go simultaneously. In 3 years, you'll go BBM. And next 4 years, you'll complete your CA. Like in 4 years, you'll be a BBM as well as a CS.
Okay, and do we have any limitations of giving attempts? Like any number of attempts can we give?
No. There is a limitations of giving an attempt. And if I'm not wrong, it should be some around 4 years after registration, up to 4 years, you can give the attempt. I'm not really sure about this thing. I need to check. It's all available in the ICSI website, but there is a limitation.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
The next you can ask, ma. Next question.
Yes, ma'am. What was your biggest challenge in this career?
My biggest challenge was to help my parents understand what exactly a CS does. That was the biggest challenge for me, because even I didn't know what exactly a CS does unless and until I took up the articleship course. So that was the biggest challenge, because they were always in Ballari, CS is not that boomed up. It has come up now, so that was the biggest challenge. And coming to the theoretical part, studying part, yes, it was not a challenge, because I want to tell you these things, that you need to, before your exams, at least for 2 months, you need to pre-plan it. You need to give your 100% into it. That's not a challenge. If you ask me whether CS is difficult or easy, I would tell it's easy.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Still, is there any doubts, ma'am? Children? Snehal? Yeah.
Dear
Nagbush?
students, any doubts is there, dear students, you can ask. Otherwise, just we'll wind up this one. Still anybody?
Is there
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma.
Ma'am, if we fail the CS exam in the first attempt, should we start again from the 4 years coaching, or can we start again in the middle, like which we failed?
I didn't get you. If you fail, where exactly you fail?
Like you have 3 levels, right? The first level you passed, and the second level you failed.
Yeah.
So the second time, can we do it from the second level continuously, or should we start again from the first?
No. See, once you clear your entrance exam, it's cleared. You need not go back again. Even in executive, once you clear group 1, it's cleared. You need not go back. You just need to give group 2.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, where did you complete your CS coaching?
One executive I had taken from Bangalore, that is Yash's Institute. And coming to professional, I had taken an online course. It was from Delhi, and I would suggest all of the students to please go for an online course, because it's really that is where I found it's very helpful, because you will know which teacher you want to take, which lecturer you want to take, because you have demo classes. So,
ma'am, what do we do in the 1-day orientation program? You said, right, 1-day orientation.
Yeah, you need not do anything. 1-day orientation program is nothing but an introduction to a company secretary course, which is given by an institute. You just need to attend it.
In which company do you work, ma'am? You have your personal company, or do you work with some others?
No, I work for a practicing company secretary. That is, I am into practice. I have not taken up an employment.
Thank you, ma'am.
Come.
Yeah, thank you, children. Ma'am, thank you so much for your valuable suggestions. Hello, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. It was great having this interaction.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, on behalf of our People Management, chairperson Sri Prabhu Jagirdar sir, and our CEO Sucharita Sriram ma'am, on behalf of our principal Malay sir, today he is not available because of his personal work. Vice Principal D.R. Chandrasekhar sir, and myself, and all my commerce coordinator Nagbhushan Reddy, and all my dear staff members, HODs and staff members, along with my technical department Babu sir. So we thank you so much, ma'am. We thank you so much, and I thank our management once again for giving me such an opportunity. And it's a great privilege for me to invite such a great personalities like you, who has done CS and all. So motivating our children very much, shaping their futures in a beautiful way to choose a right path. So thank you so much, ma'am. God bless you with a good health and wealth. So thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. So one thing I want to tell all the students is, if you're not able to decide what you want to do, please decide what you don't want to do, because that will help you in deciding what you want to do.
Sure.
Right. This is what I want to end it. And thank you for this opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you. You're welcome, ma'am.